A new Texas law will force drunk drivers who cause the death of parents to pay child support.
That's right. And coming this Friday, September 1st, HB 393 or Bentley's Law goes into effect. Fox 44's PJ Hessner joins us live in the studio to explain what this new law entails and how some Central Texas mothers feel about it. PJ.
Thanks, MG. Well, the law is named after a young boy who lost his parents after a drunk driver in Missouri caused a fatal accident. It's an initiative to crack down on drunk driving. Central Texas Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, or MAD, say it's about both prevention and accountability. When a deadly crash happens at the hands of an intoxicated driver, many children are left without parents and a support system.
See them go through this. They're losing a family member and having to go through the criminal justice process. And then on top of the financial strain, it is a lot because there's not a lot of resources out there.
Now, the state of Texas has their back. Bentley's Law will require anyone convicted of intoxicated manslaughter to pay child support if they kill a parent with young children in a car crash.
We hope that it deters people from drinking and driving because this is a 100% preventable crime.
The penalty they would have to pay includes factors such as the financial resources of any surviving guardian, as well as the, quote, standard of living to which the child is accustomed to. If someone can't pay because they're imprisoned,
it does take effect 1 year after they are released from prison, and then it's until the child turns 18.
Bentley's Law has gained the support from Mothers Against Drunk Driving, an organization that supports victims of drunk driving, offering resources and guiding them through the criminal justice system.
I deal with the victims directly, and it's very sad.
Jacqueline Shaw says MAD is educated and ready to assist anyone who is impacted by the passing of House Bill 393.
Getting that support, and especially nowadays with the financial strain, I think it will help them through this time on top of them grieving.
In 2021, Texas saw more than 25,000 DUI alcohol-related crashes. In the Waco district, there were 716 DUI alcohol-related traffic crashes, resulting in 32 fatalities and 91 serious injuries. In the studio, PJ Hessner, Fox 44 News.